So before we turn it over to the audience for questions, I wanted to play a little game of Would You Rather with both of you. I promise they're easier questions. So would you rather be the Queen of England or the Mother of Dragons?
Mother of Dragons.
Mother of Dragons.
Whoever answers first gets that one. So you have to be the Queen of England.
Oh my God, that's a funny story, but you can't tell it. I just realized.
I really, that's like my dream.
Okay.
And I was like, I remember when I went in to the meeting last season, they're like, what would you like to do this season? I was like, well, I want to be the Mother of Dragons. And I want to like ride on, like a back of a dragon and all my clothes to burn off and me come out as the Mother of Dragons. Like, that's what I want.
I think you just launched 1,000 fanfics.
I'm still pushing it for next season. That's not the end of the story.
And she can't tell you.
So I think that means keep watching. Would you rather fight to the death of a 100-foot Bebo or a man-eating magical unicorn?
Bebo. Fight to the death of a 100-foot Bebo. I thought I had to say it first.
Is it man? Oh, well, yeah, I guess he just kind of...
The one that ate Gary's nipple. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. Well,
poor nipple.
I guess if you're taking Bebo, I'll handle the unicorn.
That's why I took it, because I knew you can handle it.
Would you rather have to survive in a snowsuit in the desert or naked in Antarctica?
Snowsuit desert.
Naked in Antarctica. Snowsuit in a desert.
Naked in Antarctica? You would, I guess.
Sounds like the worst thing.
Freezing to death would be better, is a less painful death probably than like dehydration and... Anyways,
never
next
thinking
question.
I was going to die. Surviving.
That is true. Would you rather go back in the past to meet your ancestors or go far in the future to meet your great-great-grandchildren?
That's a good one.
Far in the future.
Back in the past. That's weird. Yeah, that's truly.
I'm really curious to know what's going to happen to the world. Like where we're going, what's going to happen.
I don't want to know.
Would you rather have a rewind button on life or a pause button on life?
Pause.
That was an amazing jinx. Like, perfect sync. Touche. All right, so let's open it up to questions because we have a packed house, and I know there's tons of people that want to ask questions.
It is a packed house. Like, cool.
I know.
Hi. This question is for Jess.
Hi.
What do you love most about Ava?
Her heart.
Yeah.
I was going to say boobs.
You're welcome.
Hello. Other than people you've already been with, if you could ship your characters with anybody in the DC universe, who would you ship your characters with?
I'm not answering that.
You have to. Oh. I don't know.
It can be like a throuple thing, so you stay together. That's fine.
I really love Caity. I do. No, I'm getting a lot of awes. I gotta get tough. No, yeah, I don't know if I should answer that either, because they're gonna write it, and then everyone's gonna be mad, so let's just skip it.
Hi. We went to your table earlier, and we talked to you about the Riddler.
Is that Gary the Green, the bear?
Yeah.
Okay, hi.
I'm about to ask you if you could like share it to people, like your idea with the
No.
Riddler.
I can't. I told you in secrecy. At my table in public.
We wanted to make the hashtag happen.
But you have to make it happen. I didn't say anything at the table. I love you though. And I really want to play the female Riddler. I can't say that when I do that. Really.
You would be good at
I
that.
want to be the first
really good at
female
that.
Riddler. It's being pitched. It's being pitched.
Sorry. Hello.
After like, what?
We all know that every time that the legends go to a mission, Sara sends them with a one-liner, amazing one-liners. Like my favorite, personal favorite is, get your Sunday best because we're going to church. Followed by, no, it's not a send-off, mom's got a headache. So, Caity and Jess, what are your favorite snazzy send-offs from Sara?
Something Puritan.
That's what I was
I
thinking.
love that one. Because you
We're
did
about to get our Puritan. Yeah, I think so. And I like jumped up on the thing, and it was like, no, too much. It was too much.
Yeah, that one.
Which I had to do ADR for, because apparently I said it wrong. Puritan.
Puritan.
But I
Puritan.
don't know. Whatever.
I ADR'd the whole tango. Okay, keep going.
Hi. If Bebo Day were a national holiday, how would Sara and Ava celebrate?
Take off from work.
Take off your clothes.
What it?
Roast some marshmallows. What do we do for Bebo Day?
I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't be. I wouldn't choose this, but it seems like it should be some kind of furry costume thing.
Oh! You just blew so many people's minds. Yeah, furry costumes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi. So I was wondering, I like cosplay, so I was wondering what your favorite costumes were, but not that you wore, that the other person wore.
Is that Jess?
Yes.
Hi. Wait, what was the question?
What was the favorite costume that I wore, and my favorite that you wore?
Oh.
I have such a bad memory. Like, I don't remember if we get back together or not, like, or how. I was trying to think about it.
There's like boxes.
Don't say anything. Oh, yeah.
I remind.
Oh, yeah, now I remember.
I really like all the leather, and even working with Amy Gideon in Sirens of Space Time. The leather.
That was
We were
awesome.
like feeling that leather. All of us. We're just like, you look good, and you look good. We look good, and I'm looking good, and good.
There was some time where you wore an outfit and I didn't, and I remember really liking it, but I don't remember what it was. Did you ever dress up and I didn't? Whatever. I think it hasn't aired yet anyway, so probably can't say it is.
Yes. Yeah, it hasn't aired yet. I can't remember.
Leather.
Leather. Oh, that's gonna make me crazy.
Good default answer.
Thank you.
So I'm just going to reiterate from last year how much I appreciate that Avalance sort of says that not every couple actually has to have like dominant, submissive, the man, the woman in the relationship, and how BS that can be. But we also see, especially this season, how it can be a bit difficult to have two strong women, whether it's a bit of trouble with the dancing thing or just other issues that sort of led to the pause, whatever the heck we're going to call it. What advice would you give to your character as we sort of navigate the next steps in the relationship?
I have to like talk in the fifth person right now, I think. I'm talking to Ava about the future of, okay. I think they did it. That was what they set out to write is in the fourth season was that exact thing, you know, two powerhouse women getting together and trying to just have like a normal or whatever that is, not be the bosses that they are. And I think we solved a little bit of it with trying to, in fifth person, we solved, meaning Ava and and Sara, in finding that balance of letting the other have control when they have it, But that still you haven't seen the rest of that happen because the season hasn't aired. But that's the advice I would give to be, also to myself, stop being such a freaking control freak. Just,
Don't date a clone. I kid. Just kidding.
Oh! Don't kill her, Ava! Oh my God.
She hates it when I say the C word.
I think you lost your mic.
I did. I'm gonna go home now.
I'm kidding. Aww.
I brought my memory flashy. Hi guys, I'm Jess. I knew that freaking camera would come in handy up here at some point.
That maybe would be better advice, like always carry your memory flasher with you.
That's better. Oh my God, I'm hurting so bad inside. I feel weird. Okay, go.
So my question goes off of Sarah's version of the C word, which is the assassin part of her. Is there any chance that she would go back to being assassin with, say, like, they get thrown with Legends doing something wrong with the timeline and she has to go back to the League of Assassins like she did in season 2, and where Ava and Nyssa would meet? Because I think that would be quite funny.
I mean, do you want me to leave? Because I'll go.
No, not me. That she wants you and Nyssa.
Oh. All I hear is
Ava,
clone
Nyssa.
over here. So loud. That's good. Thank you for us wanting us to be together. Caity, go ahead.
I mean, I don't know. I don't write it. I think it would be cool to bring Nyssa's character into the mix. I like that, you sickos. I think I'm curious to know what would happen.
I was just saying more for like the drama aspect of Ava most likely would not like Nyssa at all, and Nyssa would not like Ava.
Or they would become like best friends, and they're like, "How did you deal with when Sarah's like this?"
Like two exes.
By the way, I love that. I do.
And also,
I do.
I really like how John Constantine and Sara are actually just friends and very nice to each other, and even though they're exes.
Well, not really exes. We never dated. I think Sara views like John Constantine as like ooh, that was a mistake.
That was a mistake.
I don't think it was like a relationship. I think it was like
one too many drinks.
Weak moment. Yeah, it was that like horror episode, and I think I was having delusions. I must have thought it was Ava. I don't know. But I do like watching them fight over me.
There's no fight, honey.
Sing.
Hey, you guys. My wife and I are both kind of strong people who maybe sometimes argue a little bit, so I feel really seen right now with what you are sharing in terms of the tango and everything else. So thank you for that. But you spoke about the chemistry you read, and you kind of like alluded to your vision of what could become of what you were experiencing in that moment. And I'd love to know how of the grand vision you had for what could be, like how much of that has been realized so far? What do you know, are there surprises and things you want to explore in the relationship? And also just
Look who it is! Oh,
chemistry, I guess.
Hey. Bye, Katrina.
That's kind of like a memory flasher, I think.
I was looking for it.
I see her somewhere.
That took some skill in that shirt. That was like hand drawn.
I snapped her neck and she still moved. Did anyone see that? And I whispered in her ear, I'm gonna snap your neck. And she just went, like, I'm so sorry. Bye.
Katrina and I have a panel later on.
I know. Questions?
I guess I'm good. I don't know.
Did we answer your question?
I think that just answered every question ever. I don't know what just happened. It was something blah blah chemistry blah blah. What else might there be in the chemistry tank? You know. But anyway, you know what? I cede my time.
It was about the chemistry and what we if we realized anything that we wanted in the chemistry, if it's come to realization and what
I think
are the
it
goals,
has,
right?
for sure.
For sure. Look at this.
Exceeded it, yeah.
And,
Look at this.
And okay,
I'm
so
on a shirt.
all right, so there you go. Okay, so one twist on the question is how much of it is planned, and how much of it do you like talk out in advance, and how much happens, like the butt bump or the whatever, like how much of that?
That's all in the
Yeah, the moment.
Is it all on the page, or it's in the moment?
In the moment.
There's stuff like, the writers will want kisses or the specific things. Sometimes they go out. Sometimes they come in when they're not supposed to. Sometimes, the physicality. But yeah, that's stuff. Usually the physicality is not written. Our writers really are lovely that way, where they're just like, they know what the scene's about and then go. It's probably a different way every single take, I think. I think you only did that butt bump once, and we probably did that take. She probably did it because she was bored. Caity does this thing where she's bored, where she'll just like, boop, boop.
Tabernacle!
Tabernacle! Yeah, that's a long story. But yeah, it's, I don't know if I answered your question. I'm still thinking all of it. I feel like I just got bombarded.
Hey, what's up? There's been a lot of fun homages to Back to the Future this season. If you could be any Back to the Future character, who would you be? Either like as an actor or as a character.
Back to the Future characters. I feel like. I think I have to say Biff or I'm going to get fired. Biff. I love me some Tom Wilson. I do. I love him so much. I think that would be really fun. He's the bad guy in the whole thing. And he actually played a bunch of really cool different characters when you think back and watch that. The Western Biff was really cool.
That's correct.
The weird comb-over Biff was not as cool.
I'd be Michael J. Fox. Yeah.
Thank you. The correct answer was Leah Thompson, but it's fine. Don't worry about it.
That's what we meant.
I said Leah Thompson first, and then I said Biff because I'd get fired.
This question is for both of you. I was just wondering what your favorite thing is about working with one another.
Oh my God. Such softies. So much awe. She puts up with my shit. Let's just be honest. I think truly, she's such a powerhouse. She has been in these universes for so long. She's such a pro. She knows what she wants. She's, and it's let's be honest, it's her show. We got a female #1 over here. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. And, and then I come in and I'm like, and I'm on the show too. And she's just like, oh. And she puts up with my shit. I think she's a tremendous, tremendous person. I really love you.
Aw, I love you too. I think It's surprisingly like I've never worked with somebody where I've had such easy chemistry with.
Say something else.
What? No, like I feel like acting with you, like we have amazing chemistry together. Like it's so easy. Like I don't have to try. And you're hilarious and always a good time, and yeah.
So when Constantine screwed up the timeline, he created all those alternate universe spin-off kind of things. If you had to choose one to like stay in for the show to be set in, which would you choose?
Yeah, the Charlie's Angel one for sure.
That was so fun.
Or a puppet, if I could still get paid and just be a puppet and voice a puppet.
Hi. First off, I want to say, Jess, I first know you from Mistresses, but I only watched your section.
So I know you're not that 35-year-old housewife whose husband won't talk to them. So thank you, fan number 2. Love you.
That wasn't me, but I only watched your little, you know what I mean. Oh. But I wanted to ask you if, so every time you meet a girl that doesn't seem very straight in the show, you get that little smirk. Was that scripted, or was that just you?
Wait,
no,
what?
Not Jess, Caity.
Oh.
Sorry.
No, it's definitely not scripted. I wasn't really aware that I was doing that. But I know the smirk you're talking about.
Yeah. I've always wondered, so thank you. Oh yeah, there's a compilation on YouTube too.
Hi, big fan, gotta say that right off the start. So my question is, we all know Bieberverse is too batshit to like try to predict where it's gonna go next, but my question is to both of you, what relationship milestone would you like to see in season 5?
Did you say Beboverse?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I haven't heard that.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of Arrowverse, it's Beboverse?
Yeah.
I knew that.
All inclusive.
What was the question?
So, like, last season we saw you guys get together and say I love you, and this season you kind of, sort of moved in together. What would you like to see in season 5?
I personally don't want us to get married.
Here she goes.
I just feel like it's like, oh, Felicity and Oliver got married, and like everyone gets married. Like that has to be the progression, and I'm not saying they shouldn't be together. I want them to be together, but life partners. I think that on TV, there's not a lot of examples of people being life partners that aren't married, and I think it would be interesting. I think it's a big thing in a lot of people in society don't want to feel like they have to get married, that you can be with someone and be a life partner with someone without necessarily having to like have a court document saying it. So I think that's kind of a more interesting choice for them. But that's just me.
The
If
Wave
you like
Rider
it, then you
pays better
should-
than the Time Bureau. That's why she doesn't want the court docs. No, you don't have to get married to have little Bebos.
I didn't say anything about baby Bebos.
Baby Bebos. We're messing with it.
If you were like pregnant in real life, they would probably write it in.
We talked about the whole marriage thing, and we were. Oh, I have a surprise. I'm just kidding. Where is the Tito's? If we were talking about the marriage thing, and actually, I agree with her that I don't think we needed to get married and do like the same thing that I think they was a wedding on the Flash and a wedding on Arrow, right? But we were. I really actually do just want to have a real life pregnant belly and kick ass and still do stunts. Like it's actually something that I think would be so cool to still be able to like be playing a character on TV with a real belly. That would be cool.
Doable. Like we don't see enough examples of that.
Yeah. Well, Winona did it. Melanie Winona did it. She murdered it.
we need more.
She's like inspiration. I would see those pictures, and my stunt double is actually her stunt double. It's the same, Andrea. She's amazing. She's absolutely amazing, and she would show me these videos. I'm like, that girl, she's killing it. That's what I want to do.
So I think we have time for one more question.
I really love the show and I really love the representation. And I wanted to ask if you guys ever read the fan fiction.
No. I don't think I could handle it.
I know. I don't think I could handle it either. I think I would get, yeah.
Sure, the writers do. Sure, they get a bunch of ideas. Is it legal? Oh, never mind. They don't do that.
Okay, thank you.
We got one more. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi. Jess, been a fan since Mistresses.
Fan number 3.
She stole my thunder, but whatever. I'll get over it. I'm 29. Oh. Would Batwoman show up in the Wave Rider? And given the fact that I have been to parties that Miss Rose has DJ'd, would Batwoman DJ at the Wave Rider for any of your birthdays?
That would be great.
I don't know if I want Batwoman near Miss Lotz.
Fair point.
Thinking about it.
Batwoman is with Zatanna and many other women.
I still don't know if I want Batwoman near Miss Lotz. I don't care who she's with.
All it takes is a smirk.
Do you see what I deal with? Do you see?
Awesome. Well,
let her fly, but clip her wings.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you guys so much for being here. I want to wrap up with one final question that it's one of my favorite ones to ask, and I didn't ask it last year, is what's the one thing you want people to take away from meeting you?
It's so funny. I just don't think I'm that interesting.
I'm just this really beautiful,
There she
self-deprecating,
goes.
funny woman. I mean, why would anybody want to meet me?
Oh, shit.
People flew from Hong Kong to see you.
But I want to meet them. This is the thing. It's weird. I get... I'm going to get emotional. I can't answer it.
Aww.
No. I think it's crazy. You guys don't know. Well, this is going to take a turn. But a very close friend of mine who's very young, 15 years old, passed away from another charity that I do. I've been friends with her for a long time. You know about her. And yeah. But her funeral's today. Legitimately today. And I was like, God, I want to go. And this little girl fought cancer for a long time, and she was a gymnast and a dancer, and I used to FaceTime her on set, and we were always trying to fly her out. And sorry, but I just know that she would have never let me not come be here with other powerful women that are trying to have a voice in anything. I mean, she was so adamant about the amount of money that goes into childhood cancer and all this, and we're doing the same thing here in representation. And I almost didn't come, and I just could hear her saying, you have to go be that inspiration. Like, she made me feel like I was an inspiration, and I really don't. I really wanted to be here to meet you guys. It's truly the truth. So that's what I take away. I don't want anybody to know what to take away from this. You give me everything that gets taken away. You know? I don't know if that made sense.
Wow.
Take away, live every day. And you're enough. And live every day. And to its fullest, truly, because truly, that's this, like, could just stop, you know, and live every day.
What was her name again?
Emma.
Can we all send Emma a message right now and all together yell, Emma, we love you? Yes. Because I feel like she'll hear it.
Yes.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Emma, we love you!
Thank you, guys.
On that note, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's have another round of applause for Caity and Jess.
Thank you, guys.